Coming to you live from Clearwater, Florida. It's Speaking It Real. Here's your hosts, Frank Cuesta and Carlos Contreras.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live on Rumble.
We're on Rumble. Oh, we're on a few spots now, but it's good to see you, bro. How are you?
I'm doing peachy, bro. You know,
Nice.
it's been a while since our massive 100th episode. So now we're gonna start scratch on 101.
01.
101.
All right.
Funny enough, we're coming up on our 4th year.
Actually, well, yes, you're right.
Yes.
We're coming, because we actually started on January 6th, 7th.
Yes, we're coming up on it. And it was all based on the November election.
Correct.
Of the year before.
Of 2020.
Of 2020.
We are back. Tomorrow, America changes forever, one way or another.
No, yeah. Look, man, I think America's going to change whichever way you look at it, right? It's one of those, whether you're voting right, whether you're voting left, whether you want Trump or you want Kamala. Okay? At the end of the day, you're going to vote. And you're going to pick your poison, or as I call it, the lesser of two evils.
Lesser of two evils.
You know, that's what I call it, the lesser of two evils, because that's exactly what it is nowadays. You know, I don't think it's this world is shit, if you really want my opinion.
Well,
there's, you know, you have our wonderful president. I'm sorry, he's not president. Maybe not yet. Maybe later.
He is to be called president until he dies, just like every other past president. So just roll with it, bro. He earned the title, whether you like it or not.
No, yeah. No. Listen, I was one that I voted for the first time. I did not vote for him the second time. And honestly, the way that it's looking at right now, I don't think I'm going to vote for him the third time either.
Okay.
I don't understand this guy. The other day, you saw where he started with the whole, actually at his rally, Puerto Rico's a dump.
Well, so we all have to do a little homework on some of these things we hear, right? The first thing, the initial reaction to that was, oh, he called Puerto Rico garbage, which then led to he called Puerto Ricans garbage. And you know how, But then if you do some homework, you do find that Puerto Rico does have a little bit of a garbage problem. So it was a joke born out of truth. And like most comedy, that's how it works. When things are true, you make jokes about them. But yeah, there's been stories about like Puerto Rico and like some landfill issues they've had for years now. So for those who didn't know, of course, they're going to be like, oh, he insulted Puerto Ricans. But for those who take a little time to do some homework, you find out, yeah, there's some garbage on Puerto Rico.
No, listen, don't get me wrong. It's just been so much. And I honestly, I don't know. I mean, if I'm obviously going to go vote, I'm conflicted on who I'm going to vote for, because at the end of the day, I find myself like I have been for the past 3 elections. I'm going to vote for the lesser of the two evils. And this time around, I mean, look, let me give you full transparency on this.
Lay it out on us, Frank.
If it was Biden and Trump, I would have definitely voted for Trump. Definitely. No if, ands, or buts. It would have been Trump 100%, Trump all the way. All right.
Mhm.
But now we got Kamala and Trump.
Right.
Okay. Yes, she's been vice president, but dude, the vice president is just a paper. It's just an assistant to the president.
A figurehead. Okay.
Okay. I mean, think about it. What do most vice presidents do in this world? They don't all do a lot.
They
I mean,
they are assigned a few projects, and they do decide tiebreakers in the Senate, which she did plenty of. So a lot
okay.
of the problems we are having, she was the tiebreaker vote.
Okay. But again, I see it as we just need to clean house. I mean, hell, look, I might go in tomorrow and just vote independent just because, just see who's on the ballot
Right.
and just go, all right, just put my finger down and vote for somebody there and not vote for either or.
Bro,
You
what's
know?
his name? Might still be on the ballot. Kennedy. I don't know.
Who knows, man? I mean, I don't like what I see on both sides. Um, on the negative side for Trump,
What happened there?
I have no idea. None whatsoever. Someone's just making a lot of noise in the background. But the story of my house, what can I tell you? But again, it's Trump with his crap.
hmm
I mean, hell, they've tried to assassinate him a couple times and they fail.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a sign. It's a sign.
It's a sign. You know what? It's a sign that people take politics way too extreme.
Well, you know what? I have an answer for everything you're saying, but let me allow you to just finish.
Oh, gee, thank you. Very
Go
kind
for
of
it,
you.
man. Man, we definitely
Yeah,
want
thank you for
America.
allowing me.
America needs to know how Frank feels. Go for it.
Dude, really? And what do you call it? Hold on a second. This guy's gonna make a lot of noise in a minute, and I'm gonna have to scream at him. So let me just send him a nice text message.
Hey, look at that. Joe Rogan endorses Trump. Nice.
So I think this country is gonna go back to what was it, 2020?
20. Okay.
If Trump does not win this election, this country's gonna go bonkers again.
I think it's going to go bonkers either way.
Car wash is still in business. Look at this, Zach. I'm gonna be like, Zach, no, man, the car wash. Actually, Zach, the car wash closed. We're actually
Zach, we've had to board up the car wash for possible
no,
political
but
violence.
not even, dude. I opened up. It's a dry cleaning business. It's a dry cleaning.
All the windows are boarded. We're getting ready for possible upheaval tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, I'm live on a show.
Frank's gonna have like guys in towels busting into his room any minute now.
Possibly, bro. In this house, you never know. You never know who's gonna pop up in this house, man. Dude, I'll tell you some stories off the air, and you'll be like, "What the hell?" But look, man. At the end of the day, I think that if Trump does not win, we're gonna have 2020 all over again.
Right. I don't think that's exclusive to Trump, though. I mean, honestly, if he loses or if he wins, there's going to be riots again. So it is what it is. It's where we're at. But so you're essentially telling myself and the audience that you're still not sure.
I'm definitely not sure.
Okay.
I
And
mean,
that's,
if you force
that's
my
good.
hand,
That's good.
If you force my hand, I'm definitely not going to vote Trump.
Okay. All right.
Right now, again, I'm not 100% sure. This guy talks a lot of shit. Did you
Yeah,
hear
he
him?
does, man.
Bro,
He does.
lower your voice.
So you're sending him a message?
Yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna yell at him, yo, shut the fuck up. Watch. Fuck. So, anyways,
Sorry.
so you know, tomorrow when I'm there, like I said, I might just do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Mhm.
And
Way to
wherever
put
the
the-
pen falls,
Way
it
to put the
falls.
country's future in your hands, bro. Eeny, meeny, fucking, miny, mo.
Dude, because you know what? I think they both suck. I mean, I think the only thing that I could agree on both is that they both are okay with legalizing weed in the state of Florida.
Right. That is
Okay.
true.
They're okay with that. I'm
That
okay
is
with
true.
legalizing weed in the state of Florida.
Yeah, it's long overdue.
You know, I mean, actually, we could talk about that one after we talk about this, or we could talk about it now and leave the presidents for last. I'm okay with it, and I'm not okay with it. You know, I mean, even though you smell it now everywhere, anyways, I think
I find that hard to believe, though. Like, maybe it's because I live closer to the ocean, but I'm not having that problem. And I live out in Tampa Bay, St. Pete. Like, there's plenty of smoking going on here, and it's really not that bad.
I mean, I smell it. I smell it all the time out here.
As much as I love DeSantis, every time I hear that man complain about it's gonna stink everywhere, I laugh. I'm like, you know what? I love you, but in this case, you're an absolute idiot.
I just realized that the microphone that was on this is now missing.
Interesting. And yet something was picking you up before then.
It was probably the computer.
All right.
But
All
anyway,
so
going off topic there.
Frank might be a write-in. He might vote for Harris. All right.
You know, what I want to know is what the people out there are going to vote for.
Hey, Zach, you
I
still
want to
on?
know. I don't know. There's one person on. I don't know if it's Zach. I don't know if it's somebody else. I have no idea who's on. I sent mass text messages, but don't know. But if you're hearing us live,
I already know who your brother's voting for. That's good to know.
My brother will vote for Kamala Harris. What are you talking about? I spoke to him earlier.
And I'm Santa Claus.
Well, you're almost there. You're almost there. It's white. You're just Santa Claus with a tan. There we go. I mean, dude, when you really look at it, like I said, I don't know. It's a toss-up. I agree with both sides of the policies. With some of them, others I don't, just outright. So, well, we got nobody on. So, who are we voting for? Who are you voting for?
Are you asking?
Well, I know who you're voting for, but I'm just being people out there, man. We got to figure this out.
I think it's a pretty easy case to make, but that's just me.
You think?
I do.
Why?
I do. Because out of the two candidates, only one of them is real. Only one of them has character. Only one of them actually talks to you. The other one is nothing but like a wind-up doll. You remember those toys we used to play with when we were kids that you'd pull the string and it would say something? That's the other one. Nothing genuine about her at all. There was a video, Frank, I saw, and I wish I could find it, where they did like a Brady Bunch thing. So they had 9 versions of her. And she was saying and doing the same thing. 9 different places, 9 different rallies, hand gestures, comments, everything just exactly the same. It's like,
dude, I think, listen.
I can't deal with that phony ass shit anymore. I'm
okay,
sick.
hold on a second. Hold on. And again, I'm not going to sit here defend her because I don't know what the hell you're talking about, to be honest with you. Okay? But, like, I talk with my hands. We all do. A lot of us
Okay.
do.
Do you
Does
raise and lower your finger at the exact same word every time you say the same exact thing?
I
No.
might?
No, you don't.
I
God damn it, you
might.
do not.
Yeah, you know what? Yes. Every time I tell somebody "fuck you," I do this.
That's about the only thing.
But it's the same thing at the same exact
And
time.
sometimes you only use one hand and not both.
Right. I mean, I always use one. I either do this one or I do this one. Or I go, hey, you're number one. Like I tell my nephews
You're
all
number
the time,
one.
you're
That's my
number one,
favorite.
guy. You know, so dude, it just all depends. It depends on what you're talking about, how you're talking. All right. And maybe she's just one of those people that she wants to get her point across. So she's going to say the exact same thing, okay, or a variation of it to get her point across.
Bro, she's not getting anything across. She's reading it across. That's all she's ever done. Have you seen what happens to her when the teleprompter breaks?
No.
Bro, she can't say anything. She can't break off into something natural. She can't tell you a story. She just like sits there and panics and looks around, and she's like repeating the same thing over and over, hoping for the screens to come back on. There's just nothing authentic about her. Nothing authentic about her entire campaign, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am sick of having my presidents installed. I am sick of having them placed in there. And she is like probably the worst example of it that I've ever seen. I can't vote, I don't know how anybody would vote for that. But then again, you have people, oh, but it's Trump. So, I mean, once again, you're right. We're in the exact same boat where we're getting our petty feelings in a knot and we're about to make a really drastically bad decision because of just animosity, which is so dumb. But people have a right to feel the way they do. I can't argue with that. So,
Again, I see things as totally different. I don't know who I'm gonna vote for, man. Just bottom line. I don't know. I don't like either candidate. Um so at the end of the day, it's whoever I vote for, it's just gonna be
and here's the benefit.
a pick.
The big benefit is this. If you don't like either candidate, Frank, I can guarantee you this. Voting for one of them will only last you 4 years. Only.
Oh, of course. I mean, listen, Biden only lasted 4 years. Trump only lasted 4 years. So you know what? Why not vote for her? Maybe this
Because
country now is
she could
ready for a
last
woman
8.
president.
Now, what I mean is, no matter what he does, it's only 4 years. Only.
Absolutely.
That's it. With Kamala, she could set the world on fire, and then right before election, a whole bunch of nonsense will come up. The media will spew their nonsense, do whatever they have to do to trash the other guy. And then, like zombies, most of this country will be like, she did fine. She's a woman. Give her a chance. They'll vote for her for another 4, and it'll be more fire set. At least with Trump, after 4 years, it's over. Over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
Over.
I agree with that. I mean, why not give her a shot?
Because she's not good. She's
What
not
makes her
good.
not good?
I just went over it. There's nothing. She is going to. When you can't sit down and talk to people, that's a problem. When you need your answers fed to you, that's a problem. When you can't speak naturally to people and you depend on screens, that's a problem.
Have you seen the screens?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
they're all over the place. And you can see what happens when they don't work.
She fumbles her words like Biden?
Worse. Biden, even at his age, could at least start rambling about Corn Pop or whatever imaginary character he can tell you that he met in whatever foreign land he never traveled to. This one, she can't do that. She just repeats. She goes on repeat. It's like your CD got stuck and you got to hit the machine a few times. It's horrible.
I don't know, man.
Hey, man, I wish I could find you just one or two examples. I mean, you can do plenty of research on this, but let me see. Kamala moving forward. It's hold on. I found something.
Oh, please. Can you share it on the screen?
Maybe. Let me see.
Please show it. I'd love to see this one.
Okay, can I present, share screen? Yes, okay.
What are you presenting on?
Here. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you hear it?
Not yet. Hold on. There it is.
Ours is a fight for freedom.
Oh, no, wait.
The fundamental freedom.
Wait. Oh, this was when protesters interrupted her. My bad. Let me keep looking.
Oh, gee, she got interrupted by protesters.
No, that happens all the time. That happens all the time. It's the teleprompter thing.
I mean, that happens to Trump too. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. He just tells him he wants to punch him, which I think is fine. Teleprompter.
Okay, can you hear more noise back there?
No, I think it's all right.
Okay.
I think you're fine.
Because I could hear my TV downstairs.
Hold on, I may have found something. I'm looking at one right now. Hold on.
Looking for dirt on Harris.
Here's another one.
Tell me when to put it on. You got to share it, guy. All right, so my son's not paying attention to me right now.
All right, let me share it now.
So I'm going to knock him off.
All right. Can you see it?
She did not handle it well.
Frank, can you see it?
Yes.
Today we got 32 days until the election.
Teleprompter's gone.
So 32 days. 32 days. Okay, we got some business to do. All right. 32 days. And we know we will do it.
Bro.
She's so uniquely hopeless, and it's been rough.
She can't. She is not a natural person. She's just, it's frustrating. And there's many examples of this, but that's just the first one I found. The other one I found that I remember vividly was the one where she got stuck on moving forward. Holy shit, for 5 minutes, moving forward. You could see that she was into it, and the teleprompters went off. So she's like, we're going to move forward. And she's doing this with her hand. We're going to move forward.
So she telling the teleprompter to move forward?
She's like, move forward. Like, oh my God. Like, dude, hate Trump all you want, but when shit breaks, he does, you know what? His teleprompter doesn't even have to break. Half the time he goes off the prompter anyway because he feels like it. Like, he'll go into a story. Bro, I'm sorry. Hate him all you want. Fine. But the guy's real. The guy's natural. The guy talks. The
guy's an asshole.
Whatever. Bro, Frank.
The guy is an asshole. That's the problem.
Here's the problem. We're too fucking soft. Dude, we're dealing with world leaders that are also assholes. Are you hoping for the manager at Walmart who's going to make sure that the customer is always right to run the show? Or do you want an asshole dealing with other assholes? I'm with option B all day. So, I don't know. I mean, I get it. But I think in this country, we are way too obsessed with how presidential people must be and how presidential people must sound. We have fallen slave, or we've become suckers to nothing more than speechwriters and teleprompters, and we believe that that is their message, and that's who they are, and that's what they believe, and that's how they're going to sound when they talk to anybody and everybody, and it is such bullshit. So
Look,
I can't. I can't. There's not an authentic thing about that woman. Nada.
but I go back to the same thing. Yeah, I'll give Trump. He's very authentic. Very.
But he's an asshole.
But he's an ass. There's plenty of ways. Okay, to say things. There's plenty of ways to even insult people. We need that
Hey,
ass before we get
Tinker.
lost on her moving forward to nothing. But how do you know she's not moving forward to anything?
It's not that she's not moving forward to anything. I think another thing, Frank, I don't know if you've been paying attention to her, is what I observe to be a serious amount of dishonesty on her part. Do you remember Kamala Harris from 2020,
No,
2019?
no.
This was a woman who was preaching the word of amnesty. This is a woman who was preaching the word of Medicare for any and all illegal immigrants. This is a woman who was preaching the word of supporting looters and rioters, the protesters. Wink, wink. This is a woman who wants to abolish. She's basically for like Medicare for all, which sounds great on its face, but that would require an insane amount of restructuring and a huge amount of tax money from our pockets to make that work. She was as left gets, like worse than Sanders, and that's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Now that she's running for president, she's like, oh yeah, no, I've changed. Oh wait, that's right. She wanted mandatory gun buybacks. This is a woman who does not support your 2A rights. She didn't.
Yeah, but listen, man.
Now she's okay.
We're never gonna lose our 2A rights.
It doesn't, you're never gonna lose them immediately. Everything in America, thankfully, with the system we have, everything in America is lost by what they call death by 1,000 cuts. Little by little by
You know
little.
what? Don't even. That's just go. Just keep going.
What? What? No. Go ahead.
That's
Obviously,
cuts.
that
No.
Huh?
It's just that saying. That saying resonates a lot with me. And
it does. Okay.
bro, listen, we'll talk about that one later.
Gotcha. All right. So now all of a sudden she's running for president and she's like, no,
All right,
yeah,
so
I support
hold
a
on.
border wall. She even supports a border wall now.
all right, so let's go here. Tinker. At least we see him coming. Nothing of her is real. Not even the way she got on the ballot. No,
True.
listen. No. I'm gonna disagree with you on not even the way she got on the ballot. She got on the ballot because why? Because the guy that was on the ballot dropped.
She was picked on the ballot.
But aren't you picked anyways?
No, you're voted. That's what happened. The people voted for Biden. They had primaries and they voted for the old fart. He was no longer capable, and the Democrats said, oh, you know what? Pick the brown lady that checks off a bunch of minority boxes.
You know what? I can't vote on primaries.
Not here. No, not in Florida. Well, you can. Or
I'm an
no.
independent.
So, yeah, you can't. Okay.
Yeah.
Even I couldn't vote because I'm a registered Republican. So your primary is your party. But bro,
No, I don't think they knew they were gonna drop.
they did. Why? You know
I don't
what?
think so.
I agree with her. I'll tell you why. There was a reason why they had that first debate way back in June. Because
We're going back with this fucking conspiracy bullshit.
It's not a conspiracy. It's common sense, bro. Can the old fucker do it or not? If not, we need to know now so we can adjust before we get to November. So you hold a debate in June, which never happens. Think about it. Think about it, Frank. A debate was held between two people who were not officially nominated by their parties to be candidates. You normally have debates after you've been officially nominated by your party to be a candidate for president. This debate occurred long before. Why? It doesn't take, it's not rocket science. The Democrats knew Joe Biden was not going to make it. Yet they fed you and me a bunch of bullshit about he's sharp as a tack. He is as clear as day. Biden can handle anything. The fuck he could. And then he showed up next to Trump and the world saw the bullshit. I mean,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
bro, but this is something, this is what that party does all the time. Now they're floating this woman around like she's the second coming of Jesus.
Maybe.
Everywhere she goes.
Might be.
Wow.
Who knows? She might be.
No hola.
Hey, and who knows? Fucking Trump might be Satan part 2.
Oh, Jesus. Help us.
You see, Tinker has a lot of love for you today, Carlos. A lot.
Oh, my God.
No love for me today. No love for me today. So another thing on the ballot are abortion rights. Amendment, what is it, 3 now? Is that 3 or 4?
Amendment
That's Amendment
4.
4. We know where I'm going with that.
Mm-hmm.
Pro-choice all the way.
Right. Well,
You know?
it's never been about pro-choice. So it's not like abortion's going anywhere. The issue here is 2 weeks or 6 weeks versus I think 20 or 15. The kicker though is Amendment 4 allows for if I'm not mistaken, allows for minors to go ahead and get aborted without parent consent.
Dude, how do I tackle this one without, you know what it is? I have no daughters.
I do.
All right. So it's hard to put myself in shoes of a parent that has a daughter. But I am going to give you my 2 cents on how I feel about that. Because you do have some parents that are very close-minded. Like, as a matter of fact, I know the issue there is not to use abortion as a form of birth control. Absolutely not.
Huh.
I agree.
Okay.
But I know a girl, right? She's a minor. Okay. But if she by any chance has an oopsie moment, because you know what? It's happened to all of us.
Didn't happen to me.
My kids have been oopsie moments. Okay. I call my youngest a broken condom.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So what happens with this girl? She gets pregnant. She knows she doesn't want it, but her parents will make her fucking keep it. And that's where I have a problem. Because if you know that she doesn't want it for XYZ reasons, okay, for XY, maybe she doesn't want to be a parent. Maybe she's like, nope, I don't care. Nope, whatever reason she has. Okay, it's her choice. I don't believe that you should have a kid raise a kid. Yes, there is the morning after pill. Come in. I'm getting water. There's my hood rat. There's the broken condom. Thank you, broken condom. Asking for a cup of water. He brings me half a cup. Oh, wow. I thought that's the best cup of water I've ever had.
Thank you, broken condom. Wow.
No oopsie here. Fine. I'm not saying you had an oopsie, but we're talking about oopsies happen. Okay? Oopsies happen. And now it should be up to the person, to the kid, or the female.
No.
I don't want it.
Don't veer. It's the kid. We're talking about minors.
Right. Okay, fine. The kid should be up to the kid to say, hey, no, for whatever reason. Whether they're too young, because I believe having a child at 17 years old, you want to keep it, fine. You don't want to keep it, even better. Okay, as long as you're not having these oopsie moments time and time again, you're allowed one pass. Let's put it like that. I think you're allowed one pass in your life to have an oopsie moment. Because you should learn after that first moment.
But why? So, just plain devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't have to ask you for permission, I can have as many oopsie moments as I fucking want. All you're going to get is a notification that something's about to happen to me. You don't get any say. That's kind of, I mean, if I'm understanding Amendment 4 correctly, and if anybody out there is listening who wants to correct either Frank or I, please do. But that's the way I'm understanding it. You're supposed to get, you're going to get, as a parent, you're going to get a notification that your child is about to go under a procedure or has elected to go for a procedure or something to that effect. But you don't need consent. So I can have as many oopsies as I want.
That's the problem.
I mean, there's no limit. So the way this.
You're right.
I'm angry, actually. I'm very angry because whoever drew this up, I don't know why they persisted in trying to kind of remove the parent from the equation. Had they fought for the weeks, I would easily be on board. Like, to me, 6 weeks is asinine. It is dumb. It is stupid. It's ridiculous.
Right.
That's a no-brainer. That's like an easy victory. But no, you had to mess with parent consent too. Like, hold on. That'll make anybody think twice. So, to the idiots who drafted Amendment 4, you're stupid, because you could have had an easy victory here, telling the state of Florida, hey, 6 weeks is way too goddamn soon. But you also had to push the parent button. And parents, I mean, regardless of how drastic that is, parents, when you're telling a parent that you're removing a right away from their caregiving responsibilities and all that, they freeze.
Yeah.
They freeze. So I don't know. This has to be the most controversial thing I've ever experienced voting, because of the way it was drawn out and the way it was worded. And I don't know how it's going to go. I am certain that if they didn't add that nugget about the parents, it would pass so easily. It's ridiculous. But that's not the case.
Well, so do you think that they added that verbiage about the parent on purpose?
Well, this may sound a little tinfoilish, but I do feel that part of the mantra of the left side of the political spectrum does in fact advocate for less parental input on everything. And so wherever they can shave off the parent, they will. So yeah, I do think they did do it deliberately.
I'll tell you this much. I think that what they should have done it was an age gap. Give me a 17-year-old.
Okay.
Right? Because at 17, you're almost an adult. Right? Because at 18, you're an adult. Right? So put the age gap at 17. And anybody under 17 years old needs a parent permission. How would that sound?
Say that one more time. 17-year-old.
If you're 17 years old, you don't need a parental permission. 16 years old, you do.
I mean, we're now just splitting hairs over a year between technicalities. Like, for example, I know in schools you can drop out without parental consent at 16, which is also dumb. But
really?
I believe so. Yes, you can drop out at 16. Pretty sure.
You can, but you have to be working or some crap like that.
Let me see. Dropout age.
Man, I'm extremely thirsty today.
You've been smoking. You're
I wish.
you're getting all excited for Amendment 3.
I thought about it before the show, but kind of figured if I did, I won't shut up.
Oh, okay. No, so at 16 you can file intent to terminate, but the parent has to sign it. All right. So some say that the dropout age in Florida may be raised from 16 to 18. I don't know. All right.
But
I mean,
correct
so
me
bro,
if I'm wrong.
every other decision that involves your child. Think about it this way, Frank. I think this is the best way to look at why this amendment is is bonkers. Bro, Frank, your boys, if they feel sick at school and they walk up to the office and they're like, "Hey, can I get a Tylenol? Just something. I got a massive headache." The school cannot give that your son anything without
Right.
calling you. So look at the dichotomy I'm trying to paint here. I can't give Frank's boy a Tylenol because he has a headache, but Frank's daughter can go ahead and get an abortion. I'll just let him know through a text or something that. Think about how crazy, just on the surface, how insane that sounds.
You kind of made your point. So the fact that I have a boy, I have to be notified that he's gonna drink a pill, which I have
no, it's not even. Yeah, imagine that. Yeah,
I
hey,
have
we're
no
giving.
problem. I have no problem with anybody giving my child an aspirin or a Tylenol or whatever because he has a headache. Hey, sure, go get it. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
But they got to let you know. No. Correction. They have to hear you say yes. They need your permission.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And so, I mean, so the way this has been worded, I think it's ridiculous on the part of the people who did it. I don't know why they decided to push the parent button like that. And for that reason, this amendment may not pass because I've heard, I mean, we hear polls and stuff all the time, but remember, every one of these amendments needs 60%. It's not a majority thing, 60%. Right. And I'm hearing that Amendment 4 might be falling short, and it's because of dumb shit like that. I'm all for realistic rules on abortion. Viability. I've always been about viability. But once you start fucking with parents and their rights on their kid, man, you change the game. So yeah. I don't know, man. That's not, all of a sudden, it's not an easy yes. So, but now, Amendment 3, baby. You're not so certain on 3, are you?
I'm not.
Really? I'm surprised. Talk to me. What are your
dude? You know what? I was. How did I put it? At a certain moment, I was like, all for it. So I was like, you know what? Perfect. I'll go. I could get my grass. I could smoke legally wherever the hell I want. And blah blah blah.
Well, I don't think it's that free though. I don't think they're like free for alling it. But you can own your amounts. You can smoke in your house.
No problems. Dude,
it's like beer. It's like beer. Absolutely. Like alcohol. Right.
Right. But I'll tell you this. I have a 15-year-old son.
Bro, your kids are disasters. Broken condoms. This does not paint you in a good light.
No. And this is where, not that I try to be like, not that I shelter him because I don't. Right? But I've done a lot to keep him away from it.
Okay.
Keep him active, keep him in sports, keep him, doing things where he's not hanging out with his buddies smoking. Right? Because look, at the end of the day, you could get it anywhere right now, anyways. Okay, it doesn't matter. Where there's a will, there's a way, and you'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done so much to keep it away from him. Do I want to get that ruined now, where it's illegal, and I instill the fear of God in him with that? And has he tried it? I don't know. I don't know. And I'm sure that if he does, he won't tell me. Okay, he won't tell me. Even though he knows that every now and then Frank grabs a pipe and goes puff, puff, puff. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's one of those things that for me, sure, fuck it, let's do it. But now for him and the easy act, it'll be a lot easier access. He's bringing me water. And you got me a small cup or you got me a big. Oh, thank you. Here, take this one back. Hey, motherfucker.
See, bro?
You see what I'm saying?
Maybe we do need Amendment 4.
Huh?
Maybe we do need Amendment 4.
Yeah, he's a dick.
That's wrong. I'm sorry. It was a softball.
But look, but you know what?
But hit
This is the thing. For me, yeah, great. Then I don't have to spend the X amount of money to get a freaking Wii card.
That's true. That is true, man. Those things are like a couple hundred or something. They're pretty expensive from what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah, unless you know somebody that works there.
Right. Right.
You know,
I'm definitely all in on 3. And I even told my mom this, and she's like, "What do you mean you're voting for 3?" I'm like, I'm supporting 3. She's like, "How could you?" And I told her straight up, Frank, I don't know if you remember much about my childhood, but outside of, you know, whatever insanities you and I were doing together, but
I remember a bit.
But my dad died of alcohol killed him. Sure, he was a diabetic, which does not help when you're an alcoholic.
Right.
I tell people, and I swear to it till this day, that if marijuana was a viable option way back when, he would have lived a hell of a lot longer. He would have
Right,
had an
because he would have
option.
smoked and not drank.
More than likely. More than likely. He would have had an option. It would have been better for him, and he would have lasted a lot longer. To me, that's honestly the biggest thing. People have, for all of our lives and long before then, you know, adults like to relax. They like to chill out. And what was the only option available to them? Alcohol and cigarettes. Legal. And those two, I mean, at the end of the day, really, absolute killers. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Weed, it's just beyond compare how much better. And I'm not saying it's good for you. Let me not come across as like, oh, but weed is great. No. Yes, weed has its issues too, but in the long run,
in the long run, weed's a lot safer.
It's safer. It's better. It's healthier for your body compared to. So that alone is the only thing I need to be absolutely all in on 3. Period. My dad would not have died at 50. End of story.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I do know that weed is a lot safer and a lot better, but you have your negative side of it, right?
Of course.
Because weed, I mean, you smoke it, you get high. All right. Some people function really good high. Some people don't function good high. Like, I'll tell you, when I smoke and I'm high as a kite, I'm just gonna go right back to my room and I'm gonna hang out. You know, I've had, listen, dude, I've had instances where I've grabbed the bong. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, it hit me great at first, and then I just got stupid.
That's it. Just cartoons and chips. That's it.
Where I was like, just leave me alone. Let me sleep it off. Let me do this. I just need to sleep it off. Okay, that is how stupidly high I got off of
What?
one
So,
hit on a bong.
oh well, I mean, dude, that's a highly concentrated intake. I mean, but I think, relatively speaking, weed and alcohol would be the same. That's like basically saying, hey, 2 beers, you get a nice buzz. Couple hits, you're
Hold on,
mildly high. You're like, you're chilling, you're relaxed, you can feel it, you're good.
dude.
But
I
you want
drink
to
two
you want to take
beers.
2 shots of tequila, 3 shots of tequila, or hit it from a bong, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, I mean, 2 beers don't do much to me.
No,
I could drive home on 2 beers, probably 3,
as long as there's
maybe
no
4.
megaphones in your car, you're good.
I unplug it. You know. But it's just one of those where I know that when I smoke, I get super high and no thanks. And nowadays, when I do, it's more of for a relaxing thing at the end of the night. Where I'm just gonna wind down and
Go to
watch
sleep.
my TV and go to sleep. And I'll tell you, it helps me sleep like a baby.
Yeah,
No.
I know sometimes I don't even hear like the alarm. Like, oh man, I'm late. I
Yeah,
slept too good. You sleep too good.
absolutely.
So that's what's happening in Florida outside of our local congressmen, House representatives. You and I have different people to vote on.
Yeah. I mean, my biggest concern, honestly, on the voting. I mean, the sheriff here. We got to vote a sheriff for the first
Mhm.
time in I don't know how long.
Oh, there is an interesting one that I'll ask you about here in a minute. Go ahead.
To me, it's the presidential debate. To me, the presidential one.
Yeah, man.
3 and 4 are the hot topics. I
Mhm.
think everything else is like, all right, whatever. You're still a piece of shit. It's not gonna work anyway.
Still a piece of-
Yeah,
Plug it.
absolutely.
Oh, hold on. We do have a Senate race too.
Mhm.
We do have a Senate race. I think Rick Scott and I don't know who the other person is.
Powell. Is it Powell? Is it Debbie? Whatever. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that bitch.
Hmm.
So I
I'll,
might just
I'll,
I might end up with Rick Scott anyway. So,
I'll stick with Skeletor.
dude, like I told you, man, I'm independent. I go right and I go left.
You know what? And I would be more of the same, but right now, in my opinion, the Democrat Party has lost its absolute fucking mind, and I want no part of it at all.
Bro.
At all. No.
Dude, I think it's both parties. I think it's both parties, man. Because I'm
So,
sorry. Look,
let's talk about that though. Hold on. If you really look at it, look at who Trump has aligned himself with. Say what you want about Trump, but he's got Tulsi Gabbard, a former Democrat, Kennedy, a former Democrat, Musk, a former Democrat. I mean, he's got a bunch of liberals touring with him. I can't say that the Republican Party has lost its mind, unlike the Democrat Party, who has gone out of their way to try to censor us. I mean, imagine, Frank, and you and I are just, shooting the shit here on the show. We get a few viewers, but especially because I'm of the consenting type. I mean, how would you feel if government started tamping down our show? But that's what they were doing. And there's documentation to prove it. The lies from COVID, all that shit came from the left. I want no part of that. And until they calm the fuck down, they need to be routed out. That's just my opinion. Excuse me. They are just on the hinges right now. And it's not good. Not good.
no, they are.
And she is more of the same. In fact, I think she'll encourage it. That's why I do ask you, as as your friend, to reconsider the asshole. Just take a second look. I think at this point, it's more about a vote for sanity than it is for the candidate. But I see nothing good coming from the left. Nada. Nothing.
Dude, I just don't think that there's anything going good on the right or left. I'm looking at something right now because you kind of said Democrats going to Republicans, right? So I'm gonna talk to you here a minute and try to see Republican to Independent. Okay, well, there wasn't that many Republicans and Democrats as I thought. George Santos went to Independent. Maybe he's running for president. Maybe I'll vote for him.
George Santos. You're awfully forgiving.
Dude, I just saw the name. It sounded very familiar. I don't remember what the hell he's done, but I think he's an idiot too.
He lied about a bunch of stuff and he got caught.
So, lucky you, there wasn't that many that went Republican to Democrat. But then you have Democrat to Republican and back to Democrats. Okay, let's see this. Just out of curiosity. Tulsi Gabbard, right?
She's a Republican now.
2020 Democratic presidential primaries, left the Democratic Party and joined the Republican Party in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
But she used to be a Republican first.
Oh, was
then she went, yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
That's what I was looking at. What I'm looking at now is Democrat, Republican, and back to Democrat. Or wait, maybe I'm backwards.
She, as far as I know, Tulsi's always been
no, they're Republican. They went Democrat and they went back to Republic.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, whatever, man. Look, man, at the end of the day, we just gotta vote for whoever we feel in our hearts is the right individual to lead this country. Whatever you decide to vote for, you decide to vote for. And like we said 4 years ago, whoever you vote for, you vote for. I'm not going to hate you any more than what I do now. And I'm not going to probably like you any more than what I like you now.
But if your decision fucks me over in 2 years, I'm going to kind of hate you.
You won't. You'll still love me. Because my one vote didn't make the complete difference. So, shit happens, man. Shit happens. We try to do things right. There's nothing we could do.
Wow.
This is why we live in this country where we're allowed to vote for whoever the hell we want.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, I just noticed something, Frank. I'm looking at the Rumble Studio.
Uh-huh.
And there's a button here that says auto, and I see 3 windows. So you can invite a third person here, just letting you know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe next time we would invite a third person.
Yeah, man. I like the way the studio feels. Like, it seems easy.
Yeah.
And I know they do a lot of work. Like, I follow them on X, and they're always sending updates on improvements. I definitely want to support Rumble. I mean, I know YouTube is king, but I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, YouTube plays too many fucking shenanigans with people, depending on what they're saying and what they're expressing. I'm not down with that.
No. I mean, look, I do YouTube number one because I think it's bigger than Rumble right now.
It is.
Still.
Yes, there's no arguing there.
But Rumble does allow us to broadcast into YouTube.
Yes. I mean, they have a button there that can put you straight to YouTube. I'm almost at the point though where I don't want to support them at all. Like, I'm angry at YouTube.
I think we should do a show tomorrow, maybe.
Well, yeah, let's
see how the races are. Maybe, hey, Kamala won. Oh fuck, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Trump won. Oh shit, we're in trouble again.
Again.
You know. So I think maybe if Carlos isn't that nervous, we'll try to jump on tomorrow at some point.
Hey.
I'll bring my TV back into this room so I could
I admit I'm nervous, man. I'm not falling for polls. I'm not believing anything. I keep hearing Trump has a strong lead. I'm like, I don't give
Well,
a
my
fuck.
question is this. I'm hearing that Kamala has a lead.
Yeah, see what I mean? I'm not buying any of it.
But my question is this. If Trump loses, is he gonna concede?
Probably not at first. You know he's going to challenge everything, and
Or
it's
if
his
he-
right
or-
to do so.
Or is he gonna say that the election's rigged?
He's already
Yeah.
saying it.
Yeah.
He's
He
already
is.
saying it.
Yeah.
Here's
true.
the thing, though. If he wins, the Democrats are going to do the same thing. Not conceding or fighting elections and not accepting results is a Democrat tradition. They've done it time and time and time and time again. The only difference is Trump was the first one who didn't concede, which honestly I think is overrated. Whatever. But I mean, if you know you lost and you left the office, you conceded. You left. So, but
Yeah,
of
but-
course he's gonna put up a stink. That's how he is,
Dude, I just
That's
you
how
know
it
what?
goes.
You want to know what I truly hope? That, and this is regardless of whoever wins. Lead the fucking country. Try to bring this country back together. Because I've been saying this since 2016. Right? I think so. This country has fallen apart. And I'm not going to say that it fell apart in 2016. I think it's probably fell apart before that. You know, and I truly believe that there has to be somebody, whether it's Trump, whether it's Harris, or whether it's their vice presidents. All right. Either Vance or the other guy, which I don't even know who he is. Walsh or whatever his name is.
Oh
for
God!
Harris?
Well, we didn't even get to the vice president, did we?
No.
Have you? Let me ask you a question. Have you taken the time to see any of the podcasting? Any of them?
No.
No? Okay. I was wondering if you did.
No, dude. Listen, we normally take a break mid-September, October, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we normally done it because I do it in line with the HHW show. And if you notice, we've been MIA again. And it's not one of those things that I wanted to do. It's just one of those things that life got in the way again with us.
Right.
You know, but I've barely even done the wrestling show. They've been since they come back. I mean, they came back in the beginning of October. I did my first show with them on Thursday of last week. You know, it's just everything's busy going around in a circle. You know, life. You know, but we will be back soon. So, Carlos, you have any final thoughts for today?
Get out there and vote, man. That's all I can say. Do your duty. Think things over. Analyze everything. Make a wise choice. Don't vote on emotion. That is, to me, the biggest mistake of them all. Do not vote on how, people make you feel. Look at the issues. Look at the ideas. Look at the vibe. Do some research on where they came from, where they want to go, and then make the best decision that you can. But don't sit home. Don't sit home. I do feel that every year or every election we're told this is the most important election of our lifetime. I think finally that might be true. Like, I think after this one, it's going to get weird. And there's going to be a lot of changes. And even though Frank expresses unity, which would be ideal, I believe the changes that are going to come are going to severely piss off half the nation, depending on who. So I don't see this ride getting any smoother after 24. I'm certain it's going to get worse. We'll see.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, I hope it gets better.
I hope so too, but
The biggest thing that I agree with what you said is don't sit at home on your ass watching the TV, seeing who won. Because you know what? At that point, when you start bitching and complaining about who won, I'm going to tell you something. Shut the fuck up. Because you have no say-so because you didn't vote. So if you want to have a say-so, get up off your ass, drive to your election poll, and you know what? Vote. Vote. Whether it's your first time, whether it's your second time, whether it's your maybe 20th time. I think people could reach that, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's 80,
Go
80
vote.
years. Yeah. Well,
Go vote. Vote. That's all I say. Vote. And tomorrow we're going to find out who is going to lead this nation again. Whether we have a repeat offender or whether we have a newbie. We're going to find out. So you know what?
yeah, man.
Go vote. And with that, I will leave you with an immigrant closing. See you guys soon.
Speaking the Real Podcast. Vamos a mandarle ahí a Speaking of Real Podcast. Oye, ¿te enteraste del nuevo podcast? ¿Cuál es? De Speaking Real. Speaking is real, normal. Oye, mi inglés está malo, pero Speaking is real es lo mejor, mi hermano. Vengo descargando de antemano para que sepa. Si quiere un podcast bueno, mire Speaking, que se respeta. Para que lo sepas, están duros y le meten. Speaking real, pana, no hay billete, pero sí hay talento para demostrar. Y cuando estemos arriba, todito vamos a ayudar.